Hey there, Tangos, y'all, McMaplett. Welcome back to the video. So, this is a long-awaited Q&A video. I know. Obviously, I'm in a different location. This is a hotel room. I'm in Vancouver right now for a week. Might be filming a little bit of a vlog while I'm here. I don't fully know yet. It's my first night. But I went to go edit the Q&A video that I actually filmed last week with Matthew and Cameron. Shy and Oliver were not available at all to make it to film the video, so we had to do it without them. So we answered the questions, and in the middle of recording, the camera died, which apparently corrupted the video file, so we lost 5 questions. I've been trying for the past hour to recover the videos, and I can't. So there was 27 questions, so we still have like 22 questions with answers with everyone there, and these 5 questions were more for me, or something I can answer alone. So I just lost the beginning. It was like 12 minutes, and it was really fun, just banter between us all. So I am pretty disappointed about losing that. But here in the hotel room, I have all my camera. I brought all my camera gear, tripod, all that. So I thought I would set it up and answer the 5 questions that we lost, so you guys would still get full intro to the video and then all the answers to the questions. I am here with my family, and my siblings are being very loud in the other room, so just try and bear with me. I'm making this work because I want to get you guys this video, and I don't want to just skip out if I have questions or do a webcam thing, okay? Okay. So, it is unclear. This is a Q&A for the Cult of Mara series. Ended about 4 months ago now, and this is finally getting out to you guys. You asked these questions a while ago, collected a few more recently, so we ended up with about 27 questions for the Guru. Matthew and Cameron were there. Shy and Oliver sadly were not. They were preoccupied with their lives. Totally understandable. And we made it work. I'll hopefully be able to get their input on the series at a different point. So, and then also this video is not the end of the stuff behind the scenes coming out. I've been really bad with getting those out to you guys. I do apologize for that. I've had an unpredicted, crazy past few weeks, so, but we're on break right now. We're gonna be a good time. All right, so number 1, what gave you the idea for a cult series? Now, it was actually partially Cameron, partially Matthew. So originally, my first idea for this, and I wish I had the book with me, the cult book. My idea was originally a Stalker series, and I wanted it, in my mind, it was always, the series always going to take place over 12 months. I wanted a year progression. For many reasons, I wanted a long period of time to, really do a natural development of stuff, but I also wanted to just try out a long-term series where one story was continually supported over an entire year, and it worked. But originally I had a stalker. The series was supposed to center around a stalker, me having my character having a stalker, and I could not get past the 6-month mark. I was really struggling, and even then I was really iffy on that 6-month mark. Everything moved really fast, and so I actually talked to Cameron, and Cameron was the one who gave me an idea for the stalker. When trying to figure out the motivation for the stalker, we ended up kind of going like, hey, what about a cult or like a group of stalkers? And then with Matthew's help, weaving in his disappearing for a little while, they kind of all worked together into what gave you an idea for a cult series, into becoming a cult series, which is what it turned out to be and what it ended up doing. And so trying to, let's not try that. Trying to turn a Stalker series into a full year thing kind of evolved into, and it kind of followed along in how it actually went. Where at the beginning it started out as just like kind of a stalker, and then it did convert into a cult. So the original idea was still there. Number 2, how was working on such a long running project? It was really interesting for the guys. They weren't super involved in it. It was kind of like, time to film a video, I'm in, and they'd come film a video. And for me, it was a lot. It was kind of stressful, especially when I wanted to a big stress for me that came from this series. By the way, I wouldn't trade this for anything. I would do it again in a heartbeat. But a lot of stress for the video, for the series, came from trying to get videos out without overdoing it, and trying to naturally progress it, and just trying to kind of direct the story and direct everything that was happening. And so I loved working on a long running project. It was really cool because I had the ability to like develop. We change things. Where it's not like A to B and we have to follow this set path. It's like A to B, but we can do some runarounds. We can go change things. Maybe we go to C instead. Just change our final decision. It gave us some leeway. That's what I'm trying to say. It gave us wiggle room. Like we had the ability to change our minds. Be like, hey, you know what? This sounded like a really good idea 5 months ago, but I don't like this now. I want to change it. And oh, hey, we can. Or a year ago we had this idea for the ending, but now I have a different direction I want to take it, and we could. So that was really cool. But it was kind of stressful the entire year, just trying to make sure that it worked and I didn't screw it up too badly. And personally for me, I wanted the character to, because my life became the character, and so I stopped posting on their social medias unless it was about the series, which kind of sucked because then I fell out of the Twitch routine. 3 was the final moment of the last video in character, the little snap thing. If it is, what does that mean for the character Liam? So I was a little confused when I answered this before, but I think I have a better idea for this question. And so the final moment of the video in the after my little monologue when the character does the snap, when Liam does the snap, the stalker kid, I don't know, when stalker kid does a snap, he kind of like demeanor changes, and I get up and walk away. And that, it was kind of like a snapping out of the character, like you snap into character, and I snapped out. So like I'm not stalker kid anymore. I think that's what I would call it. I'm not stalker kid anymore. But if I were to snap, I could go back. I could go back into stalker kid. If that kind of makes sense. So for the character Liam, the stalker kid, his story is, I don't want to say done, but it's done for now. 4, what was it like working with Liam? So you guys will understand, because whenever it's a question for them about working with me or anything like that, they bring up a contract, they bring up cruel working conditions, they make up a lot of stuff, and they don't take those questions very seriously, so it's a lot of screwing around, and they're very similar answers throughout the whole video. So just keep watching for those videos. I might do some timestamps for specific questions if you guys just want to go for a specific question, but I think they enjoyed it. I hope they enjoyed working with me, because I enjoyed working with them. There's no question about working with them, but personally I really enjoyed working with them. This series would have been nothing like it ended up being if it had been someone else. They weren't just actors, they were behind the scenes, they were giving ideas, they were participating, they were playing multiple roles, they were doing things, they were finding locations, they were scouting, they were doing all that. They were integral parts of the series, and I couldn't have done it without all of them being involved. And 5, how did you come up with the ending? So originally I had a completely different ending. Actually, I had 3 endings we were dancing around with, and it was up to me to decide the final one, what I actually wanted to go with. And I will admit, my one big weakness is for longer form things, I really struggle with how I want to end it. Especially if I come up with multiple endings, I'm like, oh, but that looks really good. Oh, but that one could be really good. But that one's really good too. And that was actually what happened with this. I had 3 different endings I've been playing around with, and I played around with them for like about 6 months. And then I kind of changed my mind about how I wanted to do it. And I mentioned it later on, but in the end, the last month of the series, I had a file on my phone where I was writing down videos, and the endings changed constantly, to the point where we had I had this perfect ending that was completely different than anyone I'd written before for the end of the series, and I was super hyped. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be the best thing I've ever created so far. We were supposed to go to the park where me and Cameron went on Canadian Thanksgiving, and kind of went through the different shots we were supposed to do there. It was supposed to go to the broken car, and that was where it was going to be the sacrifice. And the night of filming, all 3 of my camera batteries died. All 3 in the same spot. We thought, honestly, that forest might be haunted. It was terrifying. I'll probably do a separate video just talking about that, because that whole night was an experience. But 3 camera batteries died at one night. So all 3 batteries died in the same spot, completely ruined it into the whole plan. It took so long I almost locked my keys in my car, people were late. It pushed filming back the entire time, and the schedule completely fell apart into the fact that the original ending just could not work, and on the spot that night after the failed takes we wrote a new ending, and that's what we ended up doing. And so these are the 5 questions that didn't get to be answered. The next question is, what was it like playing your characters? But we got to answer those before the camera died. So I hope you guys enjoy this whole video, and it's a bit of a longer intro. It's gonna be a long video, so I hope you enjoy and have a great time.
My god, the fucking GPU! Holy shit!
Okay, we'll just have a small screen. Okay.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so I don't know where it cut off, so we'll just go.
It was probably not important because Cameron was talking. So
you know what? I'll strangle you. I
we can do playing your characters.
Yeah. So what was it like playing your characters?
Honestly, it was good. It's fun. I enjoyed playing the character.
You kind of gotta be like, you didn't have to get super you believed in it. You kind of just gotta be like a screwing around. I don't believe.
Yeah.
You were kind of like how my character was in the beginning, where I didn't.
I gotta be a cynic.
Take stuff seriously. That's kind of how your character gotta be.
Yeah, it was fun. I gotta be a cynic. I gotta be an asshole. It was really fun. I gotta make fun of Liam all the time. It was great, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I do.
It was good. I'm not the best actor, but I like.
Pretty good.
I think I kind of acted in a way that I would actually act in that situation. So it wasn't too bad. I didn't really have to like act differently than how I would, because I was I don't know, it was good.
You know, I didn't want super tough like acting things. Like I didn't want you guys like, all right, you gotta be a completely different person. I kind of wanted us to build off of like
next
who we
time,
really were.
I'm coming for Tom Holland's job actually as Spider-Man. So.
And I'm gonna be Zendaya.
Oh God, wouldn't that be the best?
God.
Yeah.
You can cut this part out.
No, leave it in. They need to know the truth.
You need to know.
Yeah, playing my character was it was kind of fun, but at the same time I edited all the videos, so I'd be like, oh my god, you idiots!
Yeah.
That's not how I wanted you to do it. And
looking back,
that's me. I should have done that better. And so like, a lot of it relied, especially on just when it was just me. I didn't have someone else to play off of, or someone else to like, oh, their character is going to help bring direct the energy. I had to do it a lot, and so it was an interesting experience, especially because I had to like change the character from the beginning to the end, and I had to, especially when we did like improv, I had to be immature and like not believable, like not believing in everything, while still kind of directing where you guys should be going with the conversations.
Yeah.
And so it was an interesting experience.
Well, that was fun. It was all pretty much improv. It was just, we're going here to here.
Yeah, a lot of it was improv. I didn't really, there was no like script. It was more of an outline of what events we wanted to happen, but there was no script on what words are going to be said.
There's an A to B, and we just had to make our way through it.
That was honestly it. There was an A to B. We had either a special line, like a line that had to be said, or an event that had to happen, and how we got to those points from the beginning of the video was completely improvised in the moment.
Yeah.
How long do you know how it would end? Well, I kind of already answered that. Yeah. We pretty much made up the day of.
Yep.
All right. Have you enjoyed being in this? Oh, I messed it up. Have you enjoyed being in this long-running series? Did you guys enjoy the whole experience?
Yeah, it was good. It was.
Yes.
It was just like.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, other than the contract, it was good.
Yeah, other than the poor maltreatment that Liam gave us, it was actually
directly go against the board of ethics.
Okay, this could be a good question for you. How hectic was Liam's filming schedule?
Oh, I swear to God, he would text me sometimes the day off and be like, "Hey, you want to do some filming?" And it's like, I mean, shit. I guess my essay's done. Yeah, sure. Why not? It was hectic as all hell. Yeah, it was.
Honestly, during the summer, I can almost guarantee that there was like at least 2 days where I was at work and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing at 8?" And it was like 6:30. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing at 8?" And he'd be like, "Oh, I was going to play some games." Like, "Hey, you want to come film a video?" And I'd be like, "Sure." I'd be like, "Okay, I'll be there after work." And it would be like less than 2 hours in advance that we'd plan a video and I'd go pick you up. We'd figure out where we're going.
I'll never forget. We were trying to find places to put the Sign of Mara on, and there's a place by my house that's like an overpass on the train tracks, and so I'm like, "Yeah, Liam, there's a place here," and I'm thinking he's gonna like pick me up at like 12, 3, so we can get out there like on a good time. He picks me up at goddamn sunset, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go out?" And it's like, "No, really?" Like, yeah, that's his filming schedule. Was like, "You there?" Shit, I guess I am.
It was a lot of improvised in planning stuff where I'd come up with an idea like, oh yeah, we could do this. And then we would, like, I had the book, hi Coco, I had the book where I had written down what I wanted to do, and then in my phone I had a list of videos and I constantly added or took away videos, and so it was pretty hectic deciding how to do everything. Matthew was like,
that was pretty good. I literally told Liam, I was like, if you don't book me like a week in advance, I won't be able to come. So it was good. It was good.
Matthew had boundaries in his contract.
I had that. That was my one ability in my contract.
I mean, it did get pretty hectic in the very end, where it was like, day of, hey, where we want to go. And for the most, like, I liked scouting locations when we were going to a location for the most part. I always go scout ahead of time, but like the overpass, we went there. We hoped that it was going to work out.
Yeah. It did. There was no people there to kill us. But something did fly into me, and I think it was Matt. I will say by that. That shit scared me.
What was your favorite video that you were a part of?
Favorite video?
The finale, probably.
The finale?
Yeah, when we were all done with it. Honestly.
Liam was just covered in fake blood.
Oh my god.
That was pretty fun, especially leave me locked in the car.
Yeah, that was fun. The other ones were good, but that was the most fun.
I think that was just the most hectic. It was the most fun to film.
Yeah, I mean, I liked a lot of them. Editing, I definitely liked the finale videos.
Yeah.
They were just so much fun editing them together and seeing how well it really came together, and seeing you and Shai pick up the camera and go looking around while me and Matthew were setting up the whole murder, like, ritual scene.
Yeah.
I thought that was really fun. I really liked when we did the last Matthew journal video.
Oh, yeah.
Where you get tackled into the snow.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty fun, because that was...
Liam got to have all of his revenge out on me. Ever since, like, 6th grade.
It looked so good.
Yeah.
And I wasn't actually hitting you hard.
Well,
hard.
That's not what the contract said.
Well, yeah, no, there was a ton of good old videos. The cult meeting was pretty fun.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
That was sketchy, dude. I was so scared. I was like, we're actually gonna get killed by a cult.
Well, no, because we the restriction had just hit that we weren't supposed to be in big groups outside. Yeah. We're like, okay. If anybody comes at us, run.
Scatter.
What was the one where I had the mask on because I couldn't see shit? I remember that.
That was the worst night of my life, or scariest night of my life.
Yeah, and I jumped on the car.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
That was fun. I couldn't see shit. I had to like keep on lifting up my mask to see anything, and I don't know if it caught on camera, but
I don't think it did. No, that was a super fun one to edit too, because it was it was one long video, but I edited it into 3 parts. And you could literally, like, the lighting level changed so drastically between the 3. And they did, like, it ended on a cliffhanger, and then the next video picked up right away.
Oh, yeah. I remember you asked me about, like, should I split it into 3 or whatnot.
That one has my favorite editing I did in the entire one, because it was the second video where I run after you and I tripped by accident and lost my keys.
Yeah.
And I completely wasted time looking for my keys, and I found them, and I ran after you, and I had taken so long that you were walking back. I was like, no, it looks so good. And so we did it again, and I did the exact same roll and edited them together, and you can't tell that it's 2 different videos.
Fucking gorgeous.
Did you have a least favorite part about working on the series? If so, what?
Yeah.
The cold. It was freaking freezing. It was cold, and then I couldn't wear a coat because otherwise I'd look too big. So I had to just wear this freaking Halloween costume coat cape thing with my pants. And I was like, this is cold. But that was it.
The maltreatment that Liam gave to
Yeah,
us.
again, other than the bread and the water.
Yeah, other than that.
Oh my God.
Also, getting told that I'm going to go to the underpass where I've seen signs that homeless people said that they will get me. Well, not me generally, but just anyone who walks under there.
Anyone, yeah, like general thing.
After like sunset, where it's like dark. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Probably my least favorite part.
And the time he like made us lay in the snow,
Yeah,
like with only like our underwear on.
that too. That was horrible.
Okay,
And it was
for
just
me,
weird.
my least favorite part was probably, it wasn't even like any videos or anything. It was the scheduling. It was such a headache where I would come up with a great idea and I'd be like, hey, what's everybody's availability? And it was like, oh, I'm not available this day. I'm available this day, but I'm not available that day.
Oh my God.
And it was like,
Well, that's
okay,
fun.
this idea works. I can get everybody in it. And it was always like one person not available on the same day. And it was a headache. Like the video where Shy freaks out and throws the plate up. Cameron, you were supposed to be there, but you weren't available.
Oh, what was I doing that
I
day?
don't remember, but that video,
Drugs, probably.
that was a video where I had like, oh yeah, everybody comes. It's like a great like little hangout party, and it didn't work because everybody wasn't available.
Whenever yeah, I remember.
When you first started the series, how long did you think it would run for, and did you have any initial ideas for an ending? So when I first came up with the idea, I wanted it to go for a year. I needed their help, and I got everybody together to actually figure out how we're gonna pull it to a year. Because I originally was stuck at 6 months without making it so unbelievable, in the way it was going. But the pacing, with you guys helping, got it to a year. And initial ideas for the ending, I mean, yeah, it was. I was originally. There was 2 endings we never filmed. One was like I got sacrificed.
We wish we could have done that one.
Yeah, we were.
And I got like possessed, and then
We were gonna make it so real too.
yeah, like
Super
I got
real.
possessed, and then I killed you guys all. And it was like a GoPro thing. It was super cool, but I had no idea how I was actually gonna do it.
We also ran out of time. It was like
That
1
too,
o'clock. We were tired.
It was also supposed to end on 1 year on the dot, so August 29th or 25th, I think, one of those days. That was the 1 year when the first video went up. It was my original plan was to end on that day. It didn't work out because timing and scheduling and everything. We're like almost halfway.
Let's go.
All right, if you could change one thing about the series, what would it be?
scheduling and the maltreatment that Liam gave us.
Yeah, again, the contracts probably would be the first thing, and then the second thing would be the cold. The cold. We should have done it in LA or something.
No, honestly,
that would have been fun.
We should have done it in Hawaii.
Yeah, you should have just came with me, bro.
Honestly, should have went with Matthew.
My goodness.
I honestly would have changed the code restrictions.
Oh yeah.
Those caused so many issues with so many things.
I love how we're saying things we just could not have
Yeah,
changed.
right.
I know.
What'd you change? Oh, you know, the government's fucking
Like, that
restricted.
was
I
like
would
the
have given
one thing.
myself like a $10,000 camera and a sound crew.
A bigger budget, more people to do it, like
Yeah.
better, more sets. I would have, yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Would've changed the crew. Would've
that
had some
changed so
day.
many things because
Yeah. Oh my.
the original how you called like the way it happened was you called me in the video talking about the all day stream. It was originally supposed to be I was out with Cameron and Shy, and Cameron set up on the phone, and the phone shows Matthew calling, and that was that. But restrictions were super heavy, so we couldn't do that. And
Yeah.
and also I wish like I just had more free time that lined up with everybody, so there would be more videos that were like consistently all year.
Yeah.
It was like consistent videos because we hit like 106 videos in the series, I think, by the end.
I think so. That's about right.
And the original one was like 200,
Oh my god.
which is it was a big undertaking.
Yeah. Almost a video a day, dude. Crazy.
What does the symbol mean, and how did you choose it?
No, that's.
That's actually Matthew.
Oh yeah, right. We were like trying to figure out symbols for this thing, and we were all literally on our phones, laying on the floor, like just brainstorming these symbols. And then I don't even know what I looked up. It was like some Norse symbol.
Yeah, I don't remember
what's
how,
it
but you
like
just
Nordic?
like
Yeah.
we were like
I'm
all
just
like
that
looking.
guy that I
Shy
just
had like
figure
answers
stuff out.
written down, and you're like, hey, what about this?
Yeah, so I pulled it up and I was like, oh, this means like death, life, and desire, or something like that. And then we just kind of like changed it a little bit. But yeah, we just kind of found it online, and then I drew it horribly, and then Shy was like, bro, what the frick are you doing?
Yeah, and that kind of like became.
And then that was it. That was just.
Yeah, it kind of like I don't know. We once he found it, it was
So
like
yeah,
that was it.
if you want to make your cult logo, hit me up. I can find you one for sure.
Yeah, Matthew's great.
I only charge an administration fee, so.
How did you get the cult book? Cult book. Oh yeah.
Built it, didn't you?
Yeah, I built it. So
Yeah.
I should have done this in advance. Again, this was stuff that I thought of this way later. When I was actually planning what videos I wanted you to film for the Matthew journal things, and so I actually ordered the book on Amazon, and then spent like 3 days
Customizing it, bro.
writing it out.
Fucking custom built.
And
baby.
I made the mistake of being like, oh, let's write this in a coded language, but let's write this really big.
Yeah, bro.
And so I spent like half a day learning how to all the letters so I could kind of do it fast, and it's not full.
Yeah.
We did a pretty good job of not showing how empty most of it was.
It was empty as fuck.
It was really
It was like
empty.
maybe like 30 pages of
Yeah.
like one logo.
Way more than what it should have been at that point. Honestly, 30
Yeah.
pages
Yeah,
was.
but-
fucking-
Cracked.
It worked for what it needed, and it looked good.
Yeah.
It looked like an old book that Matthew had stolen from a cult.
Yeah, dude.
And actually, I don't think there's a question about this, but Shai actually did I think you only see it once. It's
Oh,
in the
painting.
the painting that Shai did in the cult meeting video.
Right.
Yeah, Shai did that. He spent like 4 months working on it.
That was also one of my favorite parts.
That was
the
so
cult
cool.
meeting.
That cult meeting was really fun.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked how it came out on video because Shai had turned on like breathing music or something, and so it like really captured into the mic and it just sounded really cool all around. And the one thing was like, I can really tell when my voice is in something because I could hear my voice so clearly in that meeting. I was like, oh. And I spent like a half a day looking up different ways to edit it, and I finally got it so it doesn't super sound like me, but I can still kind of tell it's me.
Yeah.
Was the series always going to happen the way it did, or did things change? Things changed.
Changed all the time.
Yeah, literally on the
They
dot.
constantly changed.
We had a fucking hope and a dream, and that's all we had running with us. Yeah.
The original plan.
Do you still have that poster board? That like.
Oh,
piece of
I do.
paper-
I actually folded it up and finally put it away.
Okay. Did you put that video up of?
I haven't put that video up. The like 30-minute video of like that was the first one I brought everybody on and caught you up all up to speed. So we're all in the same part. That was the night you found the symbol.
It was.
And yeah, I had put up a big like poster board on my wall, and I had different months written on it. And I was like, okay, what big events do we need to hit in each month?
Yeah, that was a fun day.
That was fun.
We had pizza.
Yeah.
We fucking derailed the entire thing.
Well, we had bread and water.
Liam broke down and cried, I think, at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really good, and that was our original plan. But I mean, how things changed, scheduling, things changed for me, things changed for them.
Yeah.
So we had to adjust the
I
series.
got mad hoes, had to change all
We
my
had to
plans.
adjust the series
Yeah,
to
yeah,
work
right,
with
right,
everybody's busy lives and busy schedules.
Crazy, dog.
Is this the end of the series, or will there be more?
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
Next question.
Unless you pay me. Tell me.
How hard was it to make the series? Okay, I want to hear from you guys. How hard was it?
For me, easy as shit, dog. I really just had to show up and pretend to be a cynic asshole. Are you kidding me? That was the funnest part.
Anyone had to pretend, did you?
Not really.
Yeah. It was not difficult. Like so, some of the deadlines were like kind of hard, but it was fine.
You had more like a. You had more of an experience closer to me because you got to do like you got to make videos.
Yeah.
You made videos on your own, and I'd be like, okay, I need these videos by this date.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think I missed a few videos.
That's honestly it worked
I think I
out.
missed like 2 of them.
It worked out really well.
But yeah, because fun fact, Liam gave me an unfinished book, the cult book, unfinished, and he's like, hey bro, if you could just like Sharpie out this stuff really quick. I was like, okay, whatever, that sounds easy.
Yeah.
It was not easy. And then some of it I had to like write in some of the ones myself without like pencil marking, so I had to like read the language or whatever off of one monitor screen, and then I'm like trying to like copy it. But
Yeah, it was interesting.
I was literally spent half an hour. I was like, we don't even need this. Like, I literally have the pages already that I need. But yeah.
But yeah, and like there was 2 videos
Yeah.
that we didn't get to film. But that wasn't just because of you. It was we were both so busy. It was supposed to be you in public, recording, be like, I'm being followed. And I was supposed to be in costume, following you around in public. But we just never got around to filming those because we couldn't line up our schedules.
Life, no.
You were so busy because you were preparing before leaving.
Yeah.
You were like constantly booked up.
Motherfucker went to Hawaii and then Uganda. Can't believe this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I know, man.
I mean, for me,
Mr. Worldwide.
it wasn't
for him.
super hard. It was kind of hard meeting my own deadlines.
Scheduling, that's probably the hardest part.
Yeah.
Scheduling was really hard, like scheduling myself to be like, okay, I had a rough idea of how many videos I want to be putting out a month in the series, and I would get them started, and I had trouble figuring out good ways, and like I would do a video, I'd be like, okay, but this doesn't have to actually be its own video. I could stuff them together, and just finding all the videos to do, and then getting them out on time. With reasonable, like, I didn't want them to be too far apart, but I also didn't want them to come out too fast and have a long area of nothing. So yeah. How hard is it not making videos with Matthew for 6 months?
It must have been depressing.
Heartbreaking, actually.
You know,
I missed him.
I
every
was stuck
single
with
day.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like
Damn.
you were great. It's more.
No, I know your true feelings now. The camera knows. We all know.
Yeah, it was.
Me and Matthew are going to go off and be lovers in the sunset. Leave you
Yeah.
behind.
Okay.
Let's try to...
It was interesting.
For like 3 months, I was still pretty involved,
Mhm.
doing like helping with ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
But then the last 3 months, I was like nowhere to be found.
Once you left Hawaii,
Yeah.
you were like
I was
you were removed.
gone.
Off the face of
The contact we had was like,
WhatsApp
when
message every 2 weeks.
yeah, when are you coming back?
Yeah.
When the Wi-Fi signal finally got through.
Yeah, dude, literally.
Yeah, like honestly, it was just kind of Cameron. I really like relied on Cameron to be like, "Hey, you want to come do this?" Like normally I'd be like, "Hey, Matthew, you free to do this? You want to come do this?" And I really like leaned heavily into Cameron, just be like, "Hey, I need to do this. You want to come?" And that's the hard thing was like Matthew was so involved in the series and he was a central character in the beginning. I was trying to figure out a way to replace him realistically. Without just being like, okay, Matthew's gone. Now it's time to bring this character in. He's in every video.
Yeah.
Did the series cause any issues for your personal lives?
Yeah, my girlfriend broke up with me because of the series.
Yeah, I almost died under that underpass. Not to mention, I think I lost, like, some sensitivity from all the cold.
I only have 9 toes now.
I have 3 balls. I don't know how that one happened.
I have to go to therapy twice a week.
Really? Twice a week?
The answer is no. It didn't cause any issues in their personal
there's
life.
no personal
No,
lives. I just know that, like, whenever, as, like, in, like, 5 years, whenever we make, like, the newest one, a new film, and it's going to be epic, we're going to look back at this and be like, bro.
We could have done so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's the only personal life thing. I'm like, we're just waiting to look back on this one.
Yeah.
And be like, bro.
Coco's
Coco.
back. What's up, Coco?
Whenever we're seasoned veterans, but.
Yeah, honestly, it didn't actually. The only small one was like I went to work some days, and I had people who I worked with who had seen videos,
Yeah.
and I didn't tell them that it was fake.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had I had people who because I didn't want it. I wanted it to like seem real, so I didn't expressly tell people if it was real.
Didn't you go to McDonald's with like blood on your hands once?
I went to work, so after the
Okay, yeah.
bloody package video where I opened the duct tape package full of blood, my hands were stained red, and I had to go to work. And I washed my hands for like an hour, and I went to work. I was like, okay, maybe it just looks like I have like really red hands. And they looked like it was up my arms. It looked so bad, and I had to work like
He marked someone.
I had like an 8-hour shift that day.
They're like, bro, what is your side hustle?
People gave me weird looks after looking at my hands,
Hired assassin.
and so it wasn't like any issues. It was like weird interactions. Like people would look at me weird.
Yeah.
People looked at us weird when we would film in public in like the cult costume,
Oh, yeah.
or like
In general, people look
at
funny anyways.
yeah,
No matter
like,
what you're filming.
yeah.
They're like, what is this guy
Yeah,
doing?
if you film in public, you get weird looks, and that was my first experience. I wasn't actually originally intending to bring Oliver in, and then I was like, okay, the stalker's gonna break into my house. I need to bring Oliver in because he's my next door neighbor. And I was like, if this gets to like his parents, it might go really like if someone sees this and be like, oh, well, Oliver might be in danger. This could really go bad. Like, hey, just letting you know, it's all serious. It's all fake. Don't have to freak out.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the only other time that affected my personal life was the fireworks.
Yeah.
Missed the fucking finale
Yeah,
for it.
Yeah.
It's dinner time.
You gotta skip out on the fireworks.
Cameron could have kissed a girl on that night.
I might have found the dream girl.
So
At the fireworks.
Six more questions.
six more
Six more
questions.
questions?
Let's do it.
Okay.
But-
What was your favorite moment from the series?
The finale.
The part
finale,
where
yeah, I guess.
where I got to cut Liam down from the tree and then I stabbed
That
him
was pretty
28
fun.
times.
That was actually really cool. That was probably my favorite, was setting up that, like, rushing through it with you.
Yeah.
Where we're like, cover me in blood, duct taping me to trees, and they're walking around in the forest and they come. That was really fun.
Yeah, the finale. I especially like the part where I killed him. Like, just
Yeah.
straight up murked him. Just
Yeah.
Straight
stabbed
up slaughtered him.
But no, that was
Who was your favorite character?
My character, I think, is
My
obvious.
character.
I think my character was the best.
I knew exactly what it was going to be.
I think I
My
played
character was
my
the funniest,
character.
the coolest,
No, I
the
think
most realistic.
My character was
probably.
cool. He was funny. He was slick with it. He had a good
Yeah.
sense of humor.
Well,
he was a cynic
your
with a
character
hard goal.
has
Matthew,
stupid stuff.
I'm going to strangle you.
Okay, this one. This
No.
one's actually not for me. For everyone except Liam, if you could have changed something about the series, what would you have wanted to change? So, in like a storyline.
Oh, storyline way?
Storyline way, I would have been the main character, and I would have been handsome and cool, like I always am, and I would
He
have
meant
get
to
all
say
the babes.
Matthew would have been the main
Matthew.
character.
I'm going to put me at him.
No.
I don't know. I don't think I would have changed anything.
Really?
Yeah. I think the story was good. Yeah.
That's great.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
no.
would have had like Michael Bay direct it, probably. With like Michael Bay's budget, but other than
Yeah.
I think we would have cut Liam out entirely and just.
yeah, I think me and
just-
Cameron probably could have done
that's
this all
nice.
on
That's
it.
great.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. Did things end the way you wanted them to?
No.
Yes.
Really?
Not the way I originally wanted them to, but once we had come up with the plan,
Yeah.
the execution was exactly how I wanted.
Okay. So I thought the question was like, did it end like you wanted to? The answer was no. We had like 3 fucking
yeah.
battery changes.
No, like
car.
originally it did not end the way I wanted it to, but
So funny.
after we'd it worked out to the plan we had come up with. In
It
the
all
end.
worked out in the end.
Yeah, it all worked out in the end, especially like the very very final video, which if we had more time, I was gonna have us react to it.
Yeah.
But I'll figure that out another day. It was going to be the very final video where it was just me and Oliver filming. That was actually a fun one because I was covered in blood driving around.
Yeah.
And we were at a cross light. And Oliver had the camera way down. And he was like crunched down so you could barely see him. And all you could see is me covered in blood at the light. And he's walking in front looking at me. I'm like, Oliver, bring the camera up. And so he brings the camera up like this. Because she was like, this is going to go
She's
super
like,
badly.
yeah, 911, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think I
exactly-
just saw a murderer.
I'm telling you, that forest was haunted.
Especially
bro.
with your car, dude.
Honestly,
Wouldn't be
I would
surprised.
not have been
I wouldn't
surprised.
be surprised if your car had a dead body
Walk-
in the trunk.
yeah, well,
Honestly,
like, that forest, yeah. We walked down.
It was
cold, and the camera battery died 3 times in the exact same
Yeah,
place.
bro,
it was
And then the car, dude, that we were gonna die.
that forest. Yeah, that was a scary forest. We went back a couple of weeks ago, and that was yeah.
That was okay because it was in the
It was
light.
during the day, but yeah. Last 2. Did anything that happened in the series surprise you because it wasn't planned?
You had 3 batteries dying.
Yeah, the finale
That was-
going so horribly wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because the original plan, I don't think I have it in any video, was we were supposed to go from there across the city to a different park where I had scouted out a location where we went in the on Thanksgiving.
Oh, that was terrifying too.
Walking through there, we went to the broken car, and that was originally where I was supposed to finish. Was Cameron and Shai were supposed to find the lowest location on the map, travel all the way there together, come find me hung up on the tree with Matthew there, and that was where we were supposed to end, and there was supposed to be a whole cinematic crawl up. Batteries didn't let it happen. And the last question.
Yay, batteries.
Last question. Would you do it again?
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
I wouldn't sign the
I
3-year
would never sign a
contract.
contract.
But I would absolutely do it again. I love Liam. He's
Yeah, I would
great.
do it again, but no contract this time.
That's part of the contract. I have to say I love him. Yeah, I'll do it again.
I would do it again. Yeah, I would definitely do a big series like this that's so involved again. Which is good because I actually have stuff in the works.
Oh shit. Okay, I have like a
just called me.
Yeah, sorry, dog. Yo, I'm starting like a job in like Hawaii.
Yeah, you ever heard of that place?
Yeah.
Good news, it actually takes place in Hawaii.
Oh no.
I meant
Hold
not
on.
Hawaii. I meant Huriarvi, which is Ukrainian for.
Good news, it actually takes place there too.
Uh-huh.
Alright, that was
So
your-
I'm going to like
Yeah, I
middle
think
of
I'm getting
Siberia.
a call, right.
I'm really
So
sorry.
that was all your questions for the Cult Tomorrow series. I hope this answered all your stuff. Keep on the lookout on the channel for any more behind the scenes that'll be coming out more the next few weeks. I don't know when I'm getting this video out, but it'll be sometime soon.
Eventually.
This is gonna be a long video.
It is.
That's okay.
Fuck your life. Bing bong.
But yeah, thank you guys for coming today to film this. Your
course.
busy Christmas schedules after finishing schools.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking time out to come answer these questions.
Of course.
I only took 4 months to get this out.
Fucking slow ass.
I've had some of these questions since
guy's lazy,
the
bro.
day after it ended.
Imagine having fucking school and not doing this shit. Man. Oh my god.
But yeah. Subscribe if you're not already. Post notifications so you never miss an upload from me. Drop a like down below if you enjoyed this video. Anything you guys want to plug or anything like that?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead, Cameron.
No, I got nothing to plug.
You have so much to plug, dude.
Dude, the only thing I have to plug is my
Alright.
fucking personality.
Follow me on OnlyFans.
Hit me up on my OnlyFans, dog.
Matt.Smith.
Alright.
C.J.
6 weeks. I'll see you next video.
Where the mail hook is at, though. You promised us mail hook.
Yeah, that was in the contract.
I void the contract now.